Yo, what up, YouTube? So, just got these in the mail today. Cheap motorcycle, Dad. Not so cheap when it comes to the new 16 F6B, since this is my keeper. It's like I did all my practicing on my big red truck, traded her in, and this is the keeper. This is a lifetime bike. Still haven't fixed my thing. Somebody said put some permanent marker on there and knock that out. Oh, I found another flaw too, by the way. Look at that chain cover, man. I thought that was just mud the day I picked it up. I did not see that. And it's got about 3 or 4 spots there, and that's just paint scraped off. Hate that. So I got to get some paint, cover that up too. Probably do those two things together. But anyway, back to the video. This is National Cycles. These are actually the ones I wanted when I put my knockoffs on. Wow, and here's the knockoffs. I thought I'd put them side by side. They're actually bigger than these. Okay, look at that. That's quite a bit bigger. So I'm hoping I get the same. I love how these block wind and let wind in. I'm hoping I get the same effect from these. The reason I went with these is because they have a ratchet, I guess you could say, effect. This hardware is supposed to be better than the knockoffs here in the fact that you can set these and at different clicks, like 6, 7 clicks, I don't know, we'll check it out here in a minute. Got some instructions on the back here. But these will allow you to set these and at up to 90 miles an hour, they say. Okay, so you can have them out in at different positions without them moving. These here, well, the knockoffs, unless you're better than me at getting these put on, it was either wide open or closed. So there wasn't too much in between. I didn't think about that. I thought those were the same shape, but these really blocked all the wind out here. I can tell you right now, some wind's going to get in there on your hands in the winter. Might not be as effective. We're going to see. And I do know that when I had these things closed on the old bike, I did have to put one of those a little stopper there. So I'm wondering if I'm going to have to do it here. Just one of these black things. One of these puppies right here. It's nothing. That's what you put on your cupboards. So I got a stack of those. I might have to put one on here too. Might have to get some white ones now. I don't know, but we're going to check this out and do an install video for you real quick on the National Cycles. Oh, these I'm looking for. These things ran, you can get these for as little as $68. You got to shop a little bit. I think I ended up, I just called National Cycle and asked them for a pair, and they mailed them, and I think they were around 80. So do your homework and you get them for 15, 20 bucks cheaper. But these came from JP Cycles. They got here, they shipped them out same day, and they got here in about 3 days on ground. So let's check it out, man. Let's pull this stuff out here and take a look at everything. All right, so here's some of look at all this hardware in here. Okay, but I can see right away on what gives it that effect. So I imagine I'm going to get about 8 clicks based on that. I don't know what you would call that, but see, it's got that on the back. See if you can see that, ridges. So this is a lot different than the other hardware I had for the other stuff, but you can see how that kind of matches up there and going to give me some different settings that I can open up or close it to my liking. Some different kind of washers there. So let's get this stuff all sorted out here. These, of course, go right into the mirror. Wow, that one's just, instead of a screw that the other one had, that's got kind of a slip. So we're going to see how to, put all this together here. And to get that ratchet effect. I can't wait to hear that click and stay. These are nicely packaged here. They got protected on here. These, of course, well, I got one set in the mail and they were actually scratched, but I sent them back, and I can't remember what I gave for these. I'm thinking it's half the price of these, maybe even less. But yeah, these are these again. These did a really good job. It's just you couldn't set them. Okay, so all right, let's get into these instructions here that they had on the back, and we'll go to step one. All right, go ahead and throw her up on the center stand if you got one. If you got one, you might as well use it. Here's the screw. They want this taken out right here. Oh, what is that? Okay, that's some writing or something on there. I thought that was another blemish. All right, so right up underneath here, just pull this screw out. It's pretty easy, usually. Yeah. Yeah, just turn it. Try not to strip it out. Seems like I got a good screwdriver for the task here. So they say we will not reuse this either. I'm going to I don't like to move those once I start messing with it. So I'm gonna put this down here so I can use both hands, but to steady it. But that's what you do. First step, pull these babies out. All right, so that one actually came out. That was a little tough to get out there. I don't remember my last ones being like that. So this is what we're going to set aside here. And we're just going to grab one of these. I guess the beauty about these things being, you know, not having that upper lip there is they're the same on both sides, so you don't have to think about left or right or all that stuff. So it says put some Loctite on there. Yeah. Super glue works just as good, cheap dad. So we're going to put some super glue on that, and then it's just a matter of putting all these things together. Really good instructions here. This is a lot better than the knockoffs where you didn't really have, there were no instructions. I just had to use the Baker Wings videos to kind of get through it. But yeah, so that looks pretty simple. So we're just going to do this order here, right, guys? You got some you're going to put some glue on here too, or Loctite, and or thread locker, and then we're going to just assemble it like it is. And yeah, that's pretty easy stuff. So let's just go ahead. Oh, they say you are supposed to torque this. Of course, I don't have a torque wrench, darn it. So I'm going to do my best, but that goes in first, the threaded angle, and then you just line all that stuff up there. You got to put some thread locker on that and up, and then this goes together. Looks like easy squeezy. Let's give her a shot. Okay, guys, I got my first one installed, and first of all, make sure you get to the bottom of this bag, and there's a second compartment there, has all this stuff in here. I noticed at the end, after I got everything installed, that I left a lock washer off there. I don't think it matters so much on this side, but I think it will on the other side. Okay, because this side, just how it turns in there, I know on my other ones, I didn't struggle with this side because it kind of tightens as it's going that way. Anyway, make sure that you get that and put it on the, that's supposed to go on the very top before you put your, this whole screw here into the mirror. Okay, so make sure to get that lock washer on there. But anyway, man, first look at these, I love them. And let me show you why. There is a little bit of a gap there, but I don't think much wind is going to get through there. And that's not touching anything, but rubbing up, just coming really close to this rubber piece. I was struggling with the other ones because I had to, it could scratch into your paint if you got too crazy, but this looks great. Okay. That looks like it's really going to block off some wind. Now the jury's out still if these, but look at this click. I mean, there's a lot of settings on here, all these, and you basically, you got to tighten this in, and it said tighten securely. It didn't really say anything about don't over tighten or anything like that. So it said securely on that screw going in there. So I tightened it up pretty good, but you know, enough to where I felt that it was still turning. I might give that another twist, because that does seem like it's turning rather easy. And then this, again, really good instructions here. Yeah, hear that? How many? It's got a lot more adjust. Ooh, that turns all the way into that. So you, So if that wind is blowing that, again, if it goes up to 90 miles an hour, what happens when you do 110? Is it going to blow in here and scratch your rubber piece here, or rub up against that rubber? I guess the jury's out there. We'll check it out. But I might tighten that down one more notch, because that's turning. Yeah, I don't know. Those teeth are catching in there pretty good. But I might give that one more twist. But yeah, I can see where that could hold in the wind. And then you got all your adjustments here. That's turning really easy. Yeah, a couple more turns of the screw there. But loving it so far. Let's pull this other one off here, and we'll pull that other screw out of the other side and get this other one in. Nothing on the installation, guys. No time at all. Easy, easy, easy. All right, guys. Well, nothing's as easy as it seems. The last time I pulled this out on the big red truck, I just went in there with a screwdriver and let those things come out. Unfortunately, I stripped that out. I didn't know this just slid out of here, but look at that, man. Those things were in there. They must have had some serious thread lock on there or something, because that just didn't happen on my other bike. So, well, this popped out of here. Hopefully it goes in as easy as it came out. Looks like it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I was panicking there for a minute, because I never had to mess with that before. But all right, let's go ahead and pull this sucker out. I can turn it with pliers now. God darn, that thing it's wasted. Look at that. So, hey, I guess don't panic, though, if you can't get that. I mean, all the instructions are, don't let that come out. Don't let that come out. Not on these instructions, but I saw in other videos. But let's hope it goes back in there nicely. So let's get some pliers. Yeah, this is real life stuff, man. Nothing's ever as easy as what you see on other install videos. This is real life stuff. Yeah, guys, so I'm definitely going to stick to my day job of a loan officer. Once again, I prove anything that takes a normal person, like people say they change the air filter in 2 hours. It took me 8 hours to change an air filter on one of these, on my 2008 first Goldwing GL1800 full dress. But I prove it once again. This took me a long time, and the key to this is make sure you have the right screwdriver head. Test it, okay? Because that's the key to this thing actually clicking and torquing like it should. You really got to be able to turn that in there to get to hear this. See how hard that is to turn? I installed this one over here, and I just didn't have it tight down. I thought I had it tight down right, but it wasn't tight. So now you hear that click now. It's clicking like it's supposed to. That's going to hold up at 90 miles an hour, okay? So, god dang, and I've tightened this mirror up like 15 times, and it doesn't want to. I guess I need to get me a torque wrench or something, because that thing just doesn't want to turn or tighten up. But anyway, they're on, and man, I don't know if I would put Loctite on these, because if you got to break one of those free to get this mirror to change these out or whatever, you're going to have one hell of a time to do it. I guess I'm checking this screw right here to see if it's spinning. It's not, so that's good news. So these seem pretty well engineered. I just don't know how long those teeth are going to last. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens. That's about it for now. They're looking good though, except for that little bit of a loose mirror. Make sure you tighten those suckers up well. But anyway, drop me some comments. Let me know what you think. I think they look pretty good. You know, got a little emblem on there. So, yeah, not bad. We'll see if they block out the wind like the other ones. Again, the other ones come right up against here. So it's a little bit different. So we'll give them a shot. Later, YouTube. All right, guys, so here's the bottom line on this install and things you want to watch out for. First of all, don't worry if you strip out the bolt. We saw that. You'll be fine. Just take the whole mirror out, pull that stuff out with pull that thing out with the pliers. Here's the main thing, that upside down wavy washer right there, it better be down facing, because that's going to give you all the range. Look how many teeth are on that thing. There's not 5 or 6 like I thought as far as settings goes. That's how many settings are. Each individual tooth is a setting. So if you set this thing up right, and I haven't test drove it yet, but I plan on it. I'm going to put it in the comments on how it worked out. But if you set that thing up right, here's how it's going to sound. You see how hard that is to turn? That's going to hold up at 90 miles an hour. And what's cool is, in the summertime, remember on my old ones, on the knockoffs, that's as far as I could go right there to get wind on me and the passenger. It was cool though. I loved it. That was enough. But now, if I'm not riding 2 up, how about turning it in just one more click? Or even there, without this thing being pushed out and just, it's weird when you have the knockoffs, man. That thing's pushed out. It'll push out and close up on you like that, and you'll feel a tug to the right. It's kind of unsettling, but so there you go, guys. That is directing the air micromanagement style. Okay, so let's give these things a try. We'll put some comments down below. This one sounds different because this son of a bitch is like, you can see it's not as tight. I tightened the thing 3 times. I don't want to take this back off. Yeah, I got a permanent marker. But yeah. But hey, I did get a bonus here though, man. I found this little puppy on here the other day. How about a battery tender? Dealer didn't even know it was on there. What is that, about 20 bucks? Anywho, so that's it, YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the how-to video. These look pretty good, man. It's not cheapdad.com style, but again, we're stepping it up for Snowball. What should be the name of the bike, man? I'll let you vote. Best name, I'll keep it there. Okay. Whoever gives me the best name for the abominable snowman, I'll keep it. Put it in your comments. Later, YouTube.